Hey guys, I'm Suzie Snyder, longtime XTERRA Planet racer. I'm here in Reno, Nevada. Really lucked out. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. I and the rest of us in Reno here are very fortunate that we can still get outdoors. We're not restricted to staying inside our houses. So I'm going to be out here enjoying the sunshine and doing a little strength workout with you guys. So I think strength, or this opportunity of, social distancing or physical distancing from other people, obviously we can still be social with all these online resources, but we can take this opportunity to do some of the things that can make us better athletes down the road, where we normally might not do them if it's the end of March and we have races coming up in April and May. A lot of us, granted, I feel like we shouldn't be cutting back on strength training, but a lot of people do. So this is a good time. You can extend that strength work out closer to what our season is now gonna be later down the road. And we can really focus on recovery and kind of use this time as a refresher. We've probably been training hard from January up till now. Heck, take a week off or reduced and, take a breath, fresh air, make sure you're not stressing yourself out, because, stress is the ultimate key to unhealthy life, right? We want to stay healthy. That's the idea behind all this, right, is staying healthy. So if you need to take a little time out and step back, please, by all means, do that. If you do want to work out with me, I'm going to take you through a little strength workout today. You can also just watch and learn. I'm going to give you some cues and instruction along the way, and I'm going to go through it so you can see me do it and see proper form. I'm a certified strength and conditioning coach and a USA Triathlon certified coach. So other people have deemed me knowledgeable enough to teach you. So all the exercise equipment I have here, you can use. If you don't have anything, that's fine. You can do everything I'm going to do without any equipment. So it's totally up to you. Also, go at your own level. If you're not strong enough or balanced enough or just not comfortable with movements, go at your own pace. Modify them as you need to. I'll give you some instruction there as well. And, just enjoy this. Hopefully it's something a little bit different from what you're used to doing. And, we'll just have a fun little Sunday morning workout together. All right, let's do, we're going to do another version of a plank called a bird dog plank. So you don't need anything for this. You're going to get in push-up position, okay? We're going to, if you don't know if you're solid in a plank, just a regular plank position, just hold the regular plank. If you want more difficulty, lift one hand or one foot. Okay, I'm going to lift opposite hand and opposite foot. Okay, so it's going to look like this. You don't have to start yet. So bring your hands towards the middle of your chest so you have better balance and your feet wide. Okay, and then we're going to lift one hand, one foot, and then bring it back down. And then the other side, and back down. Okay, so you're trying to keep your body a nice straight line, not shift side to side. Okay, let's do this for, let's go for 30 seconds. So everyone can go at their own pace. All right, plank position. Start in 2, 1, go. Okay, lift that heel to the ceiling. Just lift as high as you can keep balanced. Okay, it doesn't have to be high. Doesn't have to be the way I'm doing it. Do whatever feels good to you. 2, 1, and done. All right, over onto your back. we're going to do a variation of a hip extension like we did in warm-up. So I'll go sideways so you can see. Okay, this is going to be a single leg. Sorry, my ground is downhill. Okay, we're going to do a single leg hip extension with a rotation. So this is a challenging movement. Let's just do 5, okay, because I want really good form. So you're going to start by getting one leg set, take the other leg, extend it out, and drop it down. We're going to do a hip bridge with our left leg. So relax your head and arms on the floor. You're going to lift with your hip, drop your free hip, press back up, and then lower down. Okay, so all the movements coming from your left glute, maybe a little hamstring, but not your back. Okay, make sure you're keeping your abs a little bit engaged. Okay, let's do 5 reps. Here we go. Press up, rotate and drop, lift, and then back down. 1, lift, rotate, lift, and down. 2, up, drop, lift, and down. That's 3, up, rotate, lift, down. That's 4. 1 more, up, rotate, lift, and down. Switch sides. I give Jeff Hubler a shout out for this one, and Simon, my coach, for giving me these exercises this year. Up and down. 4 more, up, rotate, lift, and down, lift, rotate, up and down, lift, rotate, up and down. Last one. Try and keep that hip level, and down. Okay, back up to our feet. We're going to do a single leg squat with a curl and a press. So if you have something weighted that you want to use, you are more than welcome. You can use a water bottle for just a little bit of weight. You could use a dumbbell. You can use a gallon of milk, whatever. It's up to you, or nothing. So what we're going to do, stand on your left foot. You're going to keep your right arm extended. You're going to squat with your left leg. So hips go back as you lower down, stand up, curl, and then press. Lower back down, and then back to the squat. Okay? Making sure your left leg stays nice and balanced. All right, join in with me. Left leg squatting. You don't have to touch the floor. Let's do 8 reps. That's 1. Squat as low as you can keep balanced. And keep your knee stable. You don't want that left leg to collapse in or out. It's okay to wobble a little bit because we all do. Curl, press, good posture. Keep those abs engaged, shoulders back. I lost count. What was that, 5? Sure. 6. Should feel your glute, your hamstring, your quad all working, bicep, shoulder. Was that 8? I don't know. Let's switch. My helpers aren't counting reps for me.
9.
All right, here we go. Right leg squat. All right, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might notice that your strength or mobility is better on one side than the other. That's all right. Do the best you can. 1 more. Down and up. All right. Good job. Take a water drink. Then we're going back to bird dog planks. Okay, we're ready? Deep breath. Roll up your sleeves. 30 seconds of bird dog planks. Okay, feet wide, hands under your chest, belly button to spine, squeeze your glutes. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift and lower at your own pace. And keep everything really still. And breathe. Don't forget to keep breathing. 2, 1, and done. Okay, on your back. You can do that glute bridge again with rotation. Oh, Sean, yeah. Hope you're working out with me, girl. Oh, the cameraman's going to get a much harder workout afterwards. Okay, ready? Right leg extended, left leg is working. Okay, ready? Abs engaged, 5 reps. Lift, rotate, and up and down. Up, rotate, lift, and down. Up, rotate, lift, and down. Up, rotate, lift, and down. You guys feel this in your glutes? I do. Lift, rotate, up, and down. Lift, rotate, up. That's 2. Lift. 3. I definitely feel this is a little bit harder on my right side. I obviously have some kind of imbalance. Oh, and down. I can tell because my back wants to take over a little bit, or at least contribute, instead of my glute. So I have to really focus on squeezing my glute to lift my hips to make my glute do the work instead of my back. So just a couple things. I want you to just, when you guys are working out, try and really feel what's happening in your body so that you can start to, put everything together. Notice the imbalances and weaknesses and strengths, and use this time to improve your weaknesses and maintain your strengths, but become more well-rounded. All right, single leg squats. Left leg is working. Weight in your right hand if you have it. If not, just go through the motions without it. We're going to do 8 reps again. 2. This is good for your balance, especially as trail runners and mountain bikers. We need really good balance to adapt to what the trail throws at us. Right? I think this is 5, 6, 7. Of course, you guys can add reps to this. You guys can repeat this workout anytime without me. If you're doing it body weight, you can most likely add some reps to it to make it a little bit more challenging. Of course, everyone's at a different level, so you may be challenged right where you're at. If you need more, that's great. Just make sure you're not pushing your training levels up too much during this time, running down your immune system, right? You got to keep healthy. think I lost count again. One more. I always do one more for good measure. All right, that's 2 sets. What do you say we change it up? Let's do some lateral movement. Okay, I'm going to take a real light medicine ball. Okay, this is 4 pounds. You can obviously do this without the weight. You could do it with a water bottle here, whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna step out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna move side to side on this one. So you're gonna keep your chest up, think proud chest. You're gonna step out, put the weight in your heel, and sink down into a squat or a lunge. Press forward, bring it back to your chest, and then step up. So I'll make it easier for my camera guy and go all to one side first. Okay, let's do 8 reps. Ready? Here we go. Step out, press, in and up. You can go at your own pace. You don't have to follow along exactly with me. Just make sure you keep your hips back, weight in your heel. You're going to feel that quad working to hold you up in that lunge position. Glute hamstring too. One more. And up. Okay, switch sides. Here we go, left leg. Depending on the weight of your object, if you have one, you're going to feel it in your shoulders. Mine's not quite heavy enough, but that's okay. We're just maintaining. My shoulders are going to get worked with a swim band workout later. So I don't want to tire them out too much right now. Okay, that's 8 each. Let's do some push-ups. And we're going to press back into a down dog position to work those shoulders a little extra too. So let's stick to 8. So my personal philosophy with push-ups is to go all the way down to the ground. If you can't do that on your toes, I want you to put your knees on the floor and still get your chest down on the ground. Okay? I like to have hands about shoulder width and elbows coming back about 45 degrees. That's just a nice healthy position for your shoulders. Doesn't put a lot of strain on them as if you had really wide elbows. Okay, this is going to work your chest and triceps, core, and shoulders. So, demo. Let's find a flat spot here. All right, plank position to start, glutes tight, belly button to spine. You're going to do a push-up, and then press back to down dog, and then come back to push-up. Okay, that's 1 rep. So if you want to make it a little bit easier, you're going to put your knees down on the floor, but you're still keeping a nice straight line from your shoulders through your hips to your knees. If you can't get all the way down to the floor that way, that's fine too. Just go as low as you can and back up. Drop your toes, lift your knees, and press back to down dog. Then come back to plank, drop your knees, and go again. Okay? We're going to do 8 of these, or as many as you're comfortable doing. Ready? You can go at your own pace. Here we go. Awesome. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Last one. Press back and relax. Woo! How'd you like that one, guys? I'm gonna go back to those lunges. All right, deep breath. Whew. Take a drink if you want it. All right, back to our lunges. Let's step with our right leg. 8 each side. Ready, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. Left leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, back to push-ups. Almost done. Okay, deep breath. Ready? 8 reps again. All right, solid form, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, drop a knee. Take a deep breath. That's 30 minutes. How you guys feeling? You want more? You want to call it quits? Give me a shout. Whew, I'm going to take a deep breath.
Maybe while we're taking a break, like how important is it to get your mental status right during all this stuff? You know, being home and...
Whew, mentally, yeah, this is a hard time to stay positive and to stay focused on, you know, training as racers and even just balancing life, because we've all gotten thrown off track, right? So I think doing little workouts like this, though they may not be what you would normally do, and we're kind of throwing something different in, like, hey, we've got to change things up. I think this is good. It's a good mental refresher, you know, because everything's unknown. But you know that you're making yourself better by keeping your routine of training or exercising. You know, it doesn't have to be a specific training schedule. You know, just keep exercising. It's a stress reliever mentally. You know, you're releasing endorphins, makes you feel really good. You feel your muscles working, and it just, you know you're getting stronger, and you know it's going to benefit you down the road once life returns to normal and we get back into race season. And who knows, you know, it's just, I always feel better after a workout regardless of what's going on in the world around me, whether it's normal life or isolation life. You guys have any other questions?
How about the ball?
The ball, the Swiss ball? There's a lot you can do with a Swiss ball. Let's see. I'll show you a new exercise my coach gave me this year that I have not done before. It's mainly a stability exercise for basically all the muscles in your trunk, your back, your glutes, your adductors. You can relate it to swimming really well. If you think streamline position coming off the wall like this. So what you're going to do, the foam roller part is optional, but I like to use it because it helps engage your adductors a little more than usual. So You're gonna put the foam roller between your knees and roll back so that your shoulders are on the ball. And then take your arms. You can go overhead for sort of level 1, sort of the easiest level. So the basic movement is a hip bridge. So you're squeezing your glutes to lift your hips. Your knees and hips and shoulders should all be in a straight line. So I'm feeling my legs shake a little because everything is not only squeezing in but also up. So you can keep your arms here and hold. Remember to keep your abs engaged a little bit so you're not pressing up with your back muscles. If you want to make it harder, bring your arms back, squeeze long, biceps to ears, like you're in a streamlined position coming off the wall, and hold that. Oh, I'm shaking. Just hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh, it's harder than it looks, guys. If you have a ball, give that a try. Oh, that's a good one. Another one that I've been doing lately is a back extension, or like a Superman movement, but lifting the ball with my legs as I lift. So, you're gonna lie on your belly. Just squeeze the ball with your ankles. Bring your arms out front. Now I'm gonna drop my chin a little bit. So hopefully you can still hear me, but you don't want your neck craned up. You want to keep your eyes down on the floor below you so you're not straining your neck. Okay, so everything's in line. You're gonna squeeze and lift and then lower. Lift and lower. You can do this without the ball. It's the same exact movement. The ball really only just adds a little bit of weight and just a little bit of activation. You could, I bet most of us have a foam roller. You could probably squeeze a foam roller between your feet instead. So you're gonna lift and lower. So that's a back extension or a Superman with a little extra glute hamstring activation. You guys can always use your foam rollers too in between sets. So what we did with our exercises is called supersetting. So we did 2 or 3 exercises in a group and rotated through them. So I normally like to put exercises into a superset that allow one muscle group to recover while you do another exercise that works a different muscle group. So, you know, a lower body exercise with an upper body exercise is a good way to do it. You can always throw in a core or trunk or stability type of exercise into the third, or as the third. It's gonna not quite allow you to fully recover, but it's gonna keep everything engaged, but still let you recover a little bit from the others. You can also just foam roll in between. So say you do a couple sets of, or you do a set of one superset of a few exercises, and then grab your foam roller and roll out those muscles that you just worked. Glutes, hamstrings, quads. Heck, you can roll your upper body, you can roll anything. This foam roller is sort of unique. It's got these waves in it. I find that it really helps get into certain muscles better, like your hamstrings and glutes, and between your IT band and quads, and between your IT band and hamstring. It helps kind of break those tissues apart as they get stuck together as a result of training. But a foam roller is a foam roller, really. Important thing is that you use it and you're helping your muscles.
Stevie Danskin wants to know tips for doing this if you don't have a foam roller.
Tips for recovery or massage. I've used various other objects in place of foam roller before. When I was in college, I went to Home Depot and bought a piece of PVC pipe about this long. It was super cheap. Granted, it hurts a lot more. It doesn't have this nice padding around like the commercial ones do. So you might have to use your body a little bit differently to not put quite as much weight on your muscles if you have something like that. You could use a water bottle, like one of those big clean canteens or hydro flasks, and those metal water bottles that are this big around. You could use that. You can use a medicine ball. You can use a softball, heck, anything that's firm you can use. So take this medicine ball for example. If I want to roll my quads, just put your muscle on there and push back and forth. If your kids have basketballs, soccer balls, anything like that can work. Get into those hips. Our hip stabilizers are a very neglected muscle group. So anytime you do strength work, make sure you work those and then roll them out to recover afterwards. They get real tight and then they're going to limit your mobility. So when you try and do, heck, even just riding a bike, you don't want to get all tightened up and have limited motion. Also, when they get real tight, they don't work properly. They don't engage and fire. So if they're over, that's a nasty spot. I'm going to sit on that for a minute and let it relax. If you're foam rolling, guys, and you find a spot that hurts more than the rest, just stop and pause on it. Breathe. Take some deep breaths and let your body relax. And that muscle you should feel it start to give up and just loosen out. You can also do an active range of motion. So if it's on your glute, move your knee in and out, and that might help trigger it to relax. And if that doesn't work, you can go cross friction. So instead of going up and down with the grain of the muscle, go across the muscle side to side. Oh man. Feels good and hurts all at the same time. All right, I've got a lacrosse ball here. These are great for little muscles like glutes, hamstrings. It helps if you sit on a chair because it kind of helps get some extra tissue out of the way and gives you something firm between. So if you sit on a chair and then get the lacrosse ball into your glutes, hamstrings. Also, you can use it in your pecs or on your back. Just go against a wall. So you're gonna take. Hi, buddy. Say hi. Nero wants to play too. All right. So you're gonna take your ball. Say you wanna get into your shoulders and your back and your traps, and just stick that ball against the wall. Lean against it, and then push your body into it, And then you can move around. I don't have a lot of space on this post, so I can't move too far, but you can roll around, find any spots that need to be stopped on. Oh, there's a good one. Oh, and relax. Breathe into it. And then you can, oh man, move that arm around. So you're gonna take that muscle through its range of motion, contracting, relaxing, extending, shortening. And that's gonna help it release a little bit. Yeah, guys, recovery is so important. You know that training is gonna make you stronger, but it's only gonna make you stronger if you recover properly. So since we have a little extra time these days, you know, one of the best things you can do is probably use it to recover better. You know, take some time to foam roll and stretch and I don't know, self-massage, have your partner give you a massage. It's all going to help you in the long run.
Just real quick, has your nutrition changed since you might not be as active daily outside?
Nutrition, I'd say my nutrition has probably stayed about the same. Obviously, if your activity level is significantly reduced, then you can reduce your energy intake because you don't need as many calories to fuel your workout, right? Nutrition periodization is just like training periodization, right? You need to take in fuel that you need to train and live, but you don't need extra, right? It's like if you normally do a 3-hour bike ride on a Saturday, but you're not doing that because you can't get outside or it's bad weather or whatever else, but you can cut it down to an hour of maybe add a little intensity to it. You don't need to eat as much during that hour of your workout. You generally don't have to fuel any differently before. During the workout, you can get away with just fluid, carbohydrate, electrolyte, probably a drink mix in your bottle while you do that hour ride. Whereas if you're doing a 3-hour ride, you'd have to eat while you're on the bike, while you're out riding, and then afterwards, after that 3-hour ride, you probably want to refuel with a little more food and drink and fluid than you would after doing an hour ride. You know, even if it's an hour of intensity on the turbo, you know, if you're riding the Sufferfest videos or Zwift or any of the indoor training stuff out there, you're going to have some intensity, so you're going to burn a lot of energy and calories, but it's only an hour. So you've got enough on your body, in your body, generally, if you fuel well before the workout, that you don't need to take in quite as much. Any other questions out there? Are we ready to wrap it up? All right, guys. Well, I hope you had a great Sunday morning or afternoon with us. Hopefully, we'll see you soon, if not in person. Again, on the virtual onlines. Take advantage of all this virtual stuff that's happening. I know there's a lot of free content being put out there for us to help keep us, you know, sane and busy and happy. So take advantage of it. Use this time to get stronger and recover. And again, stay healthy and happy, and see you all soon.